Washington, Chapter 3, Sea and Forest. Hello and welcome back to Farawa. Today we are heading to the beach.
Alright, ready to move out?
Yep.
Moving out?
On our drive to the Pacific coast, I saw a lot of new things, including this really beautiful, definitely National Geographic worthy view of Crescent Lake. Along the way, I also saw this thing for the first time. The largest amount of deforestation I've ever seen in person. And the most driftwood I've ever seen at one time. We arrived at Rialto Beach of the Olympic National Park with a temperature of about 48 degrees Fahrenheit. Here's a little seal that we spotted. Our main goal for going here was to swim in the Pacific Ocean. However, the waves were rough and my uncle said he had never actually seen anyone swim there, so that was just a bit of a miscommunication. Even though this may seem like not a big deal to most people, I think I had psyched myself up for it so much that when I realized it wasn't going to happen, I got a bit upset and wasn't sure what to do. I felt like if I didn't do it, I was missing on an opportunity that I would never ever get to do again and would regret for many years. Whether that is actually true or not, I was overwhelmed with the feeling in the moment. I promised my mom and dad that I would be safer than my brother who got smacked down by the waves, but was okay. To an outside viewer, it was probably pretty anticlimactic, but the power of the force of the water and the fear of being swept out made it pretty exciting to me, but also very scary. I was very cautious and only went in enough to say that I did it, and I'm glad that I did. We found out months later that apparently there is no swimming allowed at this beach. Now technically we didn't actually swim, but for rule reasons and safety reasons I would advise people not to do this. I'm not typically a dangerous thrill seeker, and in fact before we got there I thought we were headed to a calm swimming beach, but I felt good afterwards and changed in the car and then we continued to walk around. I had a lot of fun running over the driftwood and pretending that I couldn't touch the sand. There was so much driftwood. Just now, I looked up a picture of what it usually looks like, and I was so surprised. We went when it was particularly foggy, and I just assumed it was like that often. But online you can see all of the hills and islands that were sort of ghost-like when we went there. The misty islands were so mysterious and reminded me of How to Train Your Dragon scenery. Also, the rocks were so beautifully smooth and round.
That's why we had rocks like this.
I couldn't help but thinking what amazing scenery this would be for a movie made here.
Oh yeah, there's also a head out in the water.
It was just so incredibly beautiful and strange. Strange in a good and beautiful way. Like something I'm not supposed to see because I just live in a small town in New England, but here it's like a place you only see online and think, oh, that's beautiful, I'll never see that. But I did. And that's really cool. I could have spent a very long time exploring and running around everywhere. Eventually we did have to go and watch the temperature reading climb on my uncle's car as we drove away. It's on video. What are you taking pictures on? I thought this was the movie theater. The end place. We went through Forks, which was kind of disappointing for the home of Twilight, but did see this fun campground, beautiful diner, and most American bench I've ever seen. Next, we headed for the Hoh Rainforest.
Carson, average basketball player, and he had to go find fires with these other
My uncle was so
boys.
excited to show us the amazing trees covered in moss. Unfortunately, the line was super long and would have taken hours.
That is not going to happen if we continue on.
A relative was coming to visit who has not been to my uncle's in a while, so we decided to go back. Along the way, my uncle stopped us in a part of the woods that was perfect. It was not the main part of the Hoh Rainforest, but it was still really, really beautiful and lovely to walk around in.
Wow.
Though I hoped to someday see the Hoh Rainforest in all its glory, we had a magical small adventure exploring this lovely patch of the woods.
And on the moss.
Oh, I see. I've noticed something.
Now it's time to return to my uncle's again.
Yes, right there. Right now.
There.
Click,
Storm
click,
came.
click. And cut. Yeah, your video.
Though the day was full of unexpected things, I was glad that I had to adapt to unexpected and new situations, as I struggle with that a lot. I had a very good time and decided to try and be more spontaneous on this trip and just go with the flow of what's going on. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed coming along on this part of the Washington adventure. There will be more soon. Goodbye for now, from Farawa.
Over here.